together, side by side. With your love, the world feels bright. Every moment pure and true. Life's more beautiful with you. Loving pets, we love with you.
Welcome back to Loving Pets channel. Are you concerned about your fish's health? Your fish look fine, until suddenly, they're not. What if the real danger isn't disease or diet, but the water itself? The water in your aquarium is the most crucial element for the well-being of your fish. Sadly, many fish keepers tend to overlook the quality of the aquarium water, and it can sometimes be neglected. Unlike humans, who can step out of a smoky room or away from a harmful environment, fish live in a confined space and can't escape if the water turns toxic or hazardous. Today, we're diving into something critical: the top 10 aquarium water parameters that could actually kill your fish if ignored. Stick around until the end. You might be surprised to find out which one is silently ruining tanks everywhere. Number 1. Ammonia poisoning. Ammonia is a natural waste product of fish metabolism, and when it accumulates in the water, it can be extremely harmful to fish. If your fish are showing signs of distress or you experience sudden fish deaths, increased ammonia levels should be considered as a potential cause. Ammonia poisoning is one of the leading causes of death among aquarium fish. This issue is most common in newly established aquariums, where the beneficial bacteria that decompose fish waste have not yet had the opportunity to develop or cycle. However, it can also happen in established tanks if too many new fish are introduced at once, if the filter malfunctions due to power outages or mechanical issues, or if the beneficial bacterial colonies die off as a result of medication use or abrupt changes in water conditions. Number 2. Aquarium algae. Algae growth is an inevitable aspect that every aquarium owner will encounter at some point. While some algae growth is typical and beneficial, an overabundance of it can be unattractive and pose risks to both fish and plants. Excessive lighting, overfeeding fish, and insufficient water changes can lead to increased algae growth in your aquarium due to the buildup of phosphates or nitrates in the water. If algae continues to be a persistent issue, you might want to consider introducing an algae-eating fish or using a commercial algaecide specifically designed for aquariums. Number 3. Aquarium water testing. Is it really necessary to test aquarium water? Some fish enthusiasts firmly believe it isn't, while others prefer to test everything they can. Water testing can be incredibly beneficial if you're facing issues with your aquarium but are unsure of the underlying cause. Determining what to test and how frequently isn't straightforward. It largely depends on your specific water quality and the issues you're encountering. The essentials include checking for ammonia, nitrite, and nitrate. These substances are waste products from fish and can be harmful if they build up in the water. Besides, minerals in the water can affect the acid-base balance, pH, hardness, GH, and alkalinity, KH. Tests are also available for chlorine, chloramine, copper, and phosphate, which may be present in tap water. You can find various test kits and strips at your local pet store, and some places even offer free or low-cost water testing. In a new aquarium, it's advisable to test the water daily or at least several times a week. Once your aquarium is established and the water tests show normal results, you can reduce testing to every few weeks or even monthly. Number 4. Cloudy water. Cloudy water can arise from various factors, and typically, each cause has a specific remedy. There isn't a one-size-fits-all solution for cloudy water. It requires some investigation to identify the issue. By examining the water's color and the events that led to its cloudiness, you can often pinpoint the underlying problem. In newly set up aquariums, dust from unwashed gravel can cloud the water. After a day or so, bacterial blooms may also cause cloudiness until the beneficial bacteria settle on surfaces to grow. Overfeeding the aquarium can lead to cloudy water. In addition, the dissolved leftover food will promote the growth of new bacteria that thrive on the excess nutrients. Utilizing a water test kit to check ammonia and nitrite levels can help identify if they are elevated, which can trigger bacterial growth. Excessive light, phosphate, or nitrate levels can result in green water due to rampant algae growth. If the filter becomes overly dirty, it will lose its ability to filter effectively, leading to cloudy water. Performing water changes, cleaning the filter, enhancing filtration, and adding commercial chemicals to precipitate suspended particles can all contribute to restoring clarity to the water. Number 5. Rocks that can influence water chemistry. The inclusion of rocks in your aquarium can impact water chemistry. It can often be quite challenging to determine how or if a rock will influence your water. However, there are several methods to assess whether the rocks you plan to use in your aquarium are safe. If applying vinegar or another acid to the rock's surface results in bubbling, it is advisable not to use it in the aquarium. You can also soak the rocks you intend to use in a bucket of water and observe the pH over several days to check for any changes caused by the minerals in the rocks. In freshwater aquariums, using gravel made from limestone, dolomite, aragonite, crushed coral, or oyster shells will increase the hardness and pH of the water. If the fish species you have do not require high pH, basic, or alkalinity, it is preferable to use quartz gravel for freshwater aquariums. Always make sure to thoroughly rinse any rocks or gravel being used in an aquarium to eliminate any contaminants and dust. Number 6. Significant water changes can be harmful to fish. Can changing water harm your fish? The short answer is yes. Any sudden alteration in the aquatic environment can be detrimental to your fish. The volume of water changed one time, along with factors like temperature, pH, chemical makeup, and bacterial colonies, which can negatively impact the fish. Water changes are essential for maintaining a healthy aquarium, typically performed weekly to monthly, depending on the aquarium conditions. Note that when performing water changes, ensure the new water is dechlorinated and at the same temperature as the aquarium water. The pH of the new water should be modified to restore the existing aquarium water to the appropriate level, generally between 7.0 to 8.0, depending on the species of fish and the local water pH, as the pH of aquarium water tends to decrease over time and requires buffering by increasing alkalinity to return to the correct level. Discover more about safe methods for performing water changes. Number 7. Nitrite poisoning. Nitrite poisoning is a significant threat to aquarium fish, ranking just behind ammonia as a leading cause of death. Just when you believe you've escaped the worst after losing half your fish to ammonia poisoning, the nitrite levels spike, endangering your fish once more. Whenever ammonia levels are high, a rise in nitrite is likely to occur soon after, and it can quickly become deadly. Number 8. Nitrogen cycle. The nitrogen cycle is known by various names: cycling, nitrification, the biological cycle, startup cycle, and break-in cycle. Regardless of the term you choose, every newly set up aquarium undergoes a process to establish a beneficial bacterial colony. Even older aquariums experience fluctuations in their bacterial colonies. A lack of understanding of this process is likely the biggest reason for fish loss. It's important to learn about the nitrogen cycle and how to manage critical periods during cycling. The initial step of the nitrogen cycle involves the production of ammonia by fish and by bacteria that decompose feces, uneaten food, and other organic debris in the aquarium. This ammonia is harmful to the fish. It takes time for beneficial bacteria to develop in a new aquarium. If too many fish are introduced at once, the ammonia levels can rise more quickly than the bacteria can handle, leading to fish fatalities. Beneficial bacteria species will transform ammonia into nitrite, which is also toxic. Once ammonia is converted to nitrite, another type of bacteria begins to grow, converting the harmful nitrite into harmless nitrate. The nitrate will build up in the aquarium water until it is eliminated through regular partial water changes. This entire cycle can take about 4 to 6 weeks to complete in new aquariums. Number 9. Phosphate in the aquarium. Phosphate exists in every aquarium, even if many aquarium owners are unaware of it. It can be found in the tap water of some cities and is also present in the fish food, accumulating in the aquarium water. If the aquarium isn't properly maintained, phosphate levels can increase, leading to algae growth. The consequences are not only unattractive, but can also be detrimental to your fish. Reach out to your local water supply company to inquire whether the tap water contains phosphate. Additionally, you can obtain a phosphate test kit to check the phosphate levels in your aquarium water. If the tap water in your area has high phosphate levels, Using it for water changes won't reduce the phosphate in the aquarium. In such cases, it's essential to use deionized or reverse osmosis filtered water for your water changes. Conversely, if the local water is low in phosphate, regular water changes with dechlorinated tap water can help maintain low phosphate levels. Number 10. Power of hydrogen, pH. There isn't a single pH level that suits all fish species. Various fish species inhabit different aquatic environments, such as oceans, ponds, rivers, and estuaries, each exhibiting unique pH levels. Saltwater fish typically thrive in a pH of 8 or above, while freshwater fish often prefer a pH around 6 or 7. The best approach is to gather as much information as possible about the species you intend to keep and try to replicate its natural habitat within your aquarium. Nevertheless, most freshwater aquarium fish can thrive in a pH range of 7.0 to 7.5, provided that any pH adjustments are made gradually over time. Now you know healthy water isn't just clear water. It's balanced water that has parameters suited to your fish species. Remember, healthy water means happy fish. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss more aquarium care tips. Together, we'll keep every tank thriving. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.